Down.
Easy, man. Hey, Alpha, it's hot! What?
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Sanders. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him. That's the Canadian, Brent Urban, getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, set.
Sanders will throw it. Over man, and that's Tillman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Sanders. And that is incomplete. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
Now, faking the give. That is intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Let's go now.
At the 43-yard line.
We're going.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Browns going to use the 1st of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now, Shador will try to hit him with a screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Sanders. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Sarot! Ready! Ready, Sarot!
Yo, yo.
Hey! Ready! Ready, shot! Shot!
Off of play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A gain of 7 yards.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And it's DeAndre Swift. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the rookie first-round draft pick, Emeka Ibuka. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well-placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Buccaneers get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams who could end up seeing each other again in February. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On play action, Shador. Now he takes off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
On the ready.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Run with Sampson. Some hits going on now. He was roused right at the line of scrimmage. Take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Now Sanders. Open Madden, right side. He's got him. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Cleveland.
The Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Simpson. He's counted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Okay,
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
ready.
They'll look to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now third down comes up.
Let's go now. Bronco switch.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And one of the Browns is in there. And yes, Cleveland's able to retain possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there.
It's hot. Sit hot.
On the ground, it's Ali. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
180.
Jackson now on second down.
The second is now made by Myles Garrett.
Not fun here. Third and a lot.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. Sit hot.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 by 6.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
40-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's Sanders to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender finding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Here we go. Check. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll drop to throw. A throw caught by Judy on the outside.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
He'll look to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. but it falls incomplete.
Hey, check that. Check that.
Try again. It's second and 10. They'll give it to Sampson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find
The ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Let's go. Hey, Alpha, sit on.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hands to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Kevin Stefanski taking exception to that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So that challenge, a successful one. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
180. 180.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Nice shot.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he'll get about 5. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Jackson moving left. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive following that sack.
For the pylon, he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens stretch things out even further. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. On the zone read, give to Sampson. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
2nd and 11. He'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Cowboy 80s.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Sampson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Sanders. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. They'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Sit hard! 180! Sit hard!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Sit hard! 180! Sit hard! 180! 180! Sit hard!
Second down. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 16.
Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Ready!
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. His throw left side is complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Browns first down.
And the Browns first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 49-yard.
From the gun, it's Shador. Oh, a loose football. No turnover here. Not the Cards able to get the football. Get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet. So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way, but at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable, because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they're all set to punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout.
180. Set up.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
13. Get hot. Get hot.
On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
180.
Here's a handoff to Ali. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Another try with Ali. And And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here. Second and a yard. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.